I started getting accessories for the iPhone 13 before it actually got here because I'm not allowed to use a phone without two of them. So let's talk about what I picked. The first accessory I get for any phone is a case. Like, I have not met anyone who drops their phone as much as I do, which is weird because I wouldn't really call myself a super careless person, but what are you gonna do? This year I got the upgraded version of the case that I had for my iPhone 12 Pro, which is the ESR Cloud Soft. I absolutely love how this case looks and how it feels. It's like a soft silicone that feels really nice to touch. It doesn't get slippery, it stays looking nice, and it's easy to clean. It's a solid enough form factor to protect the phone from all the drops, and at the same time, it's slim enough to where it doesn't feel really bulky. There's also a bump out on the back to protect the camera, so I can put it down without having to worry about the lenses getting scratched. And the upgrade that I made over last year's is that this one is MagSafe and Halo Lock compatible. So basically it means that there's a magnet in the case that makes sure that it's perfectly aligned with any MagSafe accessory or with the entire ESR Halo Lock ecosystem. This way you're getting the strongest connection and optimal charging speeds. The case also comes with a stand, which I don't normally use because of the next accessory that I'm going to show you, but if you don't get one of those or you don't need all that versatility, it is nice to have. The next accessory isn't one that I thought I would use very often until I got one, and I'm talking about an actual stand. Now you might be thinking, why would I need a stand for my phone? And I thought the same thing because I use these wireless chargers everywhere around the house, and I didn't really see a reason why I would ever need a stand. And I guess I'm kind of putting two accessories together because I'm including a wireless charger, which is what I use most of the time. But here's why I end up using a stand. First of all, my wireless chargers, at least the ones that I have so far, are either flat on the desk or they're at a fixed angle like this one. So they don't work for me when I'm on a video call. The flat ones obviously don't work, and the angled ones aren't usually at the ideal angle. They're great for looking at the display, but they're not adjustable for the best camera angle. This stand can be angled in any way that I want. So regardless of whether I'm at my desk or anywhere in the house, I can get the exact framing that I want. The second reason why I like this stand is that wire charging is still faster. And because of how the stand is designed, when I have my phone on it, I can still have it plugged in at the same time. This is also a great stand for an iPad, and this smaller one is great for the iPad Mini 6. And if you have one of the larger iPads, they do make a larger version, and I'll put links in the description to both of them. And if you're interested in a comparison of the iPad Mini 6 and the iPad 9, I'll link to that video at the end of this one. The next accessory I've used for years, and it's still my favorite, and I'm talking about AirPods. I'm still alternating between the first generation AirPods and the AirPods Pro. I actually prefer the design and the fit of the original AirPods. For some reason, they fit my ears perfectly, and I don't even feel like they're in there. And I've said this in other videos, but I usually have them in my ears the whole time I'm warming up to play basketball or if I'm shooting around in my backyard, and I've never fallen out. And I also got the AirPods Pro because a lot of you recommended that I give them a shot. See what I did there? But anyways, here are my thoughts about these. The AirPods Pro clearly have better audio quality. They passively isolate you from noise, and they have active noise cancellation. They offer transparency mode, so you can still hear what's going on around you. So they're the more powerful option. But for my ears, I like the feel of the original design better, so I end up using these more. Let me know in the comment section if you've had a chance to use both. Which one do you like better? The next accessory is another one that I absolutely need for every phone, and I'm talking about a screen protector. So I already mentioned that I drop my phone a lot, and I've shattered way too many screens. And I don't even need to drop it. Like, I had the 10S in my pocket when I got it to do my review, so I wasn't using it yet. I was just keeping it in my pocket in a pouch, and somehow I was still able to get this huge scratch right on the screen. Now, I know the iPhone 13 cover glass is a stronger material, but it's still not something that I can risk anymore because I've just paid way too much in replacement. So there's a bunch of good brands out there, and maybe I'll do a comparison if that's something that you're interested in. But an incredibly important part when choosing a screen protector is the installation process. Personally, I don't really want to mess around with stickers and alignment, so I tend to get the ones that come with a guide that you just snap onto the phone, you drop the screen protector right here, and then it's always perfectly aligned. I'll put some links to a few of my favorites, and now you know that when you're watching my videos and you see any phone without a screen protector, that I only took it off for that shot and that I was incredibly nervous the entire time. Moving on, the next accessory is one that I like because I have a really old car, but I can't help it. I really like driving it. Am I actually a real tech YouTuber if I don't drive a Tesla? Anyway, I'm talking about a wireless car charger. So Christy has a newer car and has a Qi charger built in, and she's got navigation, but in my car, I wanted a way to mount a phone so that I can see the directions and to be able to charge it wirelessly at the same time. This one is from that ESR Halo Lock system that I told you about, and since my new case has a magnet in it, the connection is really strong and you can see my phone doesn't fall. There's not really a ton to talk about here, but I like how strong this clamp is, and I like this added piece right here that can be used for support, and I also like the fact that it's USB-C with 15 watts charging. Now we know that this year's iPhones have improved battery life, but if I'm still going somewhere without the ability to charge my phone, I'm always gonna bring a portable charger. So for example, I went to Vid Summit and there were all these different sessions the entire day, and I brought my Anker PowerCore 10K PD Redux. It has an 18 watt power delivery USB-C port and a Power IQ enabled USB-A port. It's really small and it's light, so I can have it with me and it's not really an inconvenience. It's also powerful enough to charge my iPad, so I get other uses out of it. And I think it's a great combination of power and convenience. I have other chargers that are bigger and have higher capacity, but then of course I lose the portability of a power bank like this one. The next accessory is a great option if you use your phone to record video, and it's different from any other tripod that I've ever used. It's called the Mantis Pod. It's by PGY Tech, and it's actually the tripod that I use with all of my cameras because it has a very unique feature. Yes, it's extremely well made. Yes, it's super strong because it has to support DSLRs and mirrorless cameras. It's extremely versatile in terms of configuration, and it actually has a phone mount that's built in, so it's right in there. And this way I don't have to remember to bring this with me. But the one problem that it solves that none of my other tripods do is that it allows you to mount it in a very unique way. So it's got this clever design where this little thing flips out, and then if you want to put it on a wall or a fence, you can just kind of put it on something and then it will kind of be mounted like that, and you can move this up and have your phone pointed out. And this is something that's super convenient when you're trying to film yourself. Like, of course you can hold it if you're vlogging, but if you want to put this down and there isn't a flat surface that's at the right height, this is actually super convenient. The next accessory is one that I use every day, and there are actually two different types, so I'll show you both. And remember that there are links in the description to all the products that I talked about. So I'm always charging more than one item at a time, and this is why I love this 100 watt charger with 2 USB-C ports and 2 USB-A ports. It plugs right in and I can charge up to 4 items, and this particular one is a great option if I want to run cables to multiple locations from the same source. Now on my desk, I actually use this 65 watt charger. Again, it's got 2 USB-C ports and 2 USB-A ports, but this time I can run one cable to it and then use much shorter charging cables for each device. So if I'm charging my Apple Watch or if I'm using the MagSafe hockey puck thing, I don't run into any issues. Hopefully this video was helpful. Click on my face to subscribe and then watch this video. You know what I always say? Buy it nice or buy it twice. Good luck and see you soon.